Hey guys, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. So in a previous episode, I told you about the PFD and how it was a must-have. Well, now I'm going to tell you about the must-haves for your PFD. Let's go. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. So you've heard me talk about the importance of the PFD, like the one I've got on. Well, today I'm going to talk about some things that you need to put on that PFD to make it even more special to you. In my previous video talking about a PFD, I told you about how important it was and how every time I get on the water, I wear it, okay? And that's true. I mean, that's true. Every time I get on the water, I have it on and I wear it the whole time I'm out here. So while I'm out here fishing, there's certain things that I like to have on me that make my experience a little bit better. And I have different boats, you know, I have canoes, kayaks, pedal drives, you know, or if I go fishing in somebody else's bass boat. Just because I'm in a different boat, that doesn't mean I still don't have my PFD on. So I like to keep some things on my PFD to make it functional for me wherever I'm at. So let's talk about a few things. All right, first thing, so as you guys know, I like to get out on the water and I record videos while I'm out here. So a lot of times I use my phone. The problem with the phone is they don't float, and when they get wet, they don't want to work anymore. So I found something to put on my PFD that keeps my phone from falling in the lake. It's made by Rogue Fishing Company, okay, and basically it's just called the Protector. So what it is just a tether, okay, for my phone. All right, and if you look on it, it goes around the case. This is how it attaches on the back. It's got a big wide opening, okay, so that none of my lenses are covered up, okay. It comes back and attaches with a D-ring up here on my shoulder strap. So this thing here is a must because phones are expensive and I gotta have all that extra money to buy fishing baits. So let's move on to the next thing. It's right up here on the front, okay, and it's a knife. Now a lot of people might be like, well, what in the world do you have a knife for? Well, that'd be a good question. This actually is for emergencies, okay. I'm not really going to use it for anything other than that. So an emergency would be like if I fell out of the boat, I got tangled up in some line or some netting, or maybe I had my boat tied off in some current and, you know, it was getting ready to take my boat under because, you know, it was tied off to an anchor or something. This would give me the capability of being able to cut that rope or that line or that netting tied up in me or something like that. Now, as you can see, it's got a blunt end, okay, that keeps me from stabbing myself. So basically all this is for emergency purposes. So will I ever use it? I sure hope not. But if I do need it, it's right there. It locks in, and I'll put a link in the description so you can get you one if you're interested. All right, guys, so most important thing I got, of course, like I keep saying, is this PFD. So if I do fall in the water, it's going to keep me afloat, hopefully. Now, let's say I'm floating out on the water and it's nighttime and I need some help. You know, I can't see anybody around me, but, you know, I'm tired and I need some help getting back to the bank. So, you know, when you yell for so long, you're going to go hoarse. So a good idea is to have a whistle with you, okay. You can blow it all day long, you're not going to go hoarse, people will hear it for miles, and you want to keep it up there somewhere close where you can get to it, okay. I don't want to have to go finding this in an emergency. So I've got mine on that D-ring, okay, that my phone is tethered to. I just got it clipped around it and it's right there if I need it. So hey, get you a whistle. All right guys, you know when I'm out on the water, I like kayaking, but I also really like to fish. So when I'm out fishing, a lot of times I like to change baits a lot, you know, because I'm trying to find out what those fish are biting on. So one thing you want to have is a pair of Snippers. All right, these are made by the Boomerang Tool Company, and I'll put a link in the description. But I like them because they got that little tether on them. I can keep them on my life jacket. I know where they're at all the time, and they're right there handy for me when I need to change baits and I need to cut line. So you need to get one of those, especially if you're fishing. So when you catch that big old fish and you catch it on that bait with all those hooks, they like fingers, they like hands, they like everything. They like to get hooked in them. So when I'm messing with a big old bass, I don't like to use my hands when I'm trying to get those hooks out of them. So I like to keep a pair of Needlenose pliers on me. Okay, these ones here, okay, they've got a spring there to make them retract. Okay, makes them easier to use. Needlenose are good, so when you have to reach down inside of those fish's mouths. And another good idea is to get some that are stainless, okay, because they're going to be getting wet out in the elements and you don't want them to rust. Okay, and you want to oil them every once in a while, keep them in good working order. So, and I got it tethered off there, so if something happens, I'm not going to lose them. You'll notice everything's tethered off, and that's very important. All right, guys, so those are the things that I feel like are important that I like to have on my life jacket. You all might have some different things, and if you do, drop a comment and tell me about it. What kind of things do you put on your life vest, you know, that make things a little bit better for you? Now, these things got big old pockets. You can keep about anything in them. I think, you know, one thing extra that I got in these pockets, okay, I got some suntan lotion. I've been known to throw some snacks in there. I've been known to throw bologna sandwich in there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can see my next video when it comes out. And I appreciate you stopping by. So make sure you navigate outdoors, because life's better when you navigate outdoors. And I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.